Nothing pisses me off more than when a man that looks like the on the bottom of my shoe is like, hey, can I take you out?
And that's what I mean by delusion. That's what I mean by delusion. That's why a lot of you are still single. That's why y'all be getting cheated on. Because you refuse this guy who asked you out properly because he ain't that cute. Yeah, you're gonna go out with the bum who probably has like a six-pack, got no job, ends up cheating on you. Then you complain that all men are right? And then you talk about how men need to love women no matter what, how they look, how they act. You need to love them. Some of y'all need to get the fuck out of this delusion, honestly, and grow the fuck up and get rid of that nasty entitlement that y'all have. This is sickening.
Do y'all know that a man will purposely not give you what you want? Even though he see the lifestyle that you have, he will purposely not give you what you want to try to humble you. Like, yeah. They be hating the women. Like, you could post memes all day, flowers all day, memes, quotes. He's still not gonna do it. He see it. Girls, stop posting that. He see it. It's not rocket science. He just don't like you. That's why you gotta cut him off and get somebody that like you, that you don't gotta tell. Okay? Okay.
And that's how we're gonna stick it to the men.
One thing I didn't really anticipate in my life being single is that the more successful you get, the more single kind of hurts. You would think it would be the opposite. I don't know if I want to admit this on camera, but maybe somebody else is feeling like this and maybe they need to hear it. Okay. I am a very independent person. I pride myself on I can do anything alone. You've seen me talk about it on here. But I'm at a point in my life right now where I am arguably the most successful I've ever been personally. I own my own home. I'm in my dream show in Las Vegas, about to start a top secret new project that is the first of its kind. Been doing commercials left and right.
The men won. They won.
Ladies, I know some of y'all just can't wrap your mind around that feminism is the reason for your burn.
This might piss some people off, but I just want to take a moment and say, thank goodness that so many of us are waking up to the fact that modern day feminism is a literal scam.
I'm trying to wrap my head around how us women were really brainwashed to believe that we were sticking it to the patriarchy by showing off all of our skin and making ourselves super available for where we're gonna have to do if we feel like it. No commitment needed. You don't have to do anything for us. We're just gonna do it. And that's how we're gonna stick it to the men. The men won. They won. Because we tried to stick it to them and tell them and show them how powerful we are and whatever by making ourselves more accessible to them and giving ourselves away freely to them. What level of brainwashing did we go through? They won. They won.
I will ask my man to do anything for me.
Yeah, I gotta stop dating these women that don't really like y'all, but I don't know how many more times I need to say it. View discretion is advised.
But I swear to you, the moment that he asked me to do anything, I'm irritated. And it could be the simplest task, like, oh, could you rinse this cup out for me because you're right there by the sink? Pissed. Instantly pissed.
Which one of y'all dating her? Come to the front. We need to talk. We need to have a conversation. Come to the front. Because what I'm trying to understand is, how do you even deal with somebody like this? Because if she came online to tell us about it, I know it's happening right in your face. And how do you deal with that? How do you endure the fact that whenever she needs something, I got her, no problem. But if I ask for something as simple as her rinsing out a cup because she's next to the sink and she catches an attitude with me, I deal with that. That's no problem. Y'all niggas gotta start loving yourselves more. Why? Who? Where? Who told you this was okay?
Or, oh, could you go hand me a towel because I forgot to grab it? Why the would you not grab that towel? I don't know what it is about him asking me for something that triggers something in me. It really pisses me off.
Although I'm no doctor, let me diagnose you. You sick. Something wrong with you. Your brain is not firing on all cylinders, not to mention you don't really like him. You in a relationship with a nigga that you feel like you're doing a favor to. You don't see a future with this man. You treat him like his stepchild. And if I'm being completely honest, that's very immature of you, because you shouldn't be with somebody that you feel and think of like that. And to add insult to injury, you got on here and told us about it. Like that's, I think that's the most baffling part of it all. It's one thing that you being that kind of way to somebody that got your back, but then you got online and said, you know what? How can I make this worse? It's the Jada Pinkett effect. I'm already over at home. Let me tell the world about it. He needs to feel me. The disdain I have for people like this is just, it runs so deep for me, because y'all absolutely deserve the worst. But it's not up to me, and that really frustrates me sometimes. But you know what? I know they ain't gonna listen to me. I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep it change.
This is all we want. We want a man who acts like a man, who's manly, who takes care of things. Leader. I don't need you to an alligator with your hands, but I need to feel so feminine around you, because you are so masculine that I can turn my brain off, because I know you've got it. Yeah. I trust you. I trust your intellect. I trust your character. I trust that I can close my eyes and follow you blindly, and I'm going to be happy about where I end up. That's what it's about. We go out. I don't have to use my brain. I don't have to think. You know what I mean? Order the whole thing for us. Take me, plan the thing. Say you tell me where we're going, and we're all set.
This is the politically correct way of asking you to finance her lifestyle. All they want is providers. The moment a woman tells you a real man is a man that pays for every single thing and she has to turn her brain off, what guy wants a woman whose brain shuts off when he's around her? She sounds useless to me. These women be pretty useless. There's no use case for the average woman, because all she wants you to do is to pay for everything. She basically wants a dad. Look what she listed. That's your father. You want your father. These women want caretakers. They don't want partners. So the moment you start hearing a woman talking about, she didn't mention anything about values. She didn't mention spirituality. She didn't mention anything about, a good father. Nothing about morals. Nothing about that. It's all financial means. That's all these women want. So stop wasting your time with these low value women, because I don't care how good a woman looks. I don't care how much money she may have. The moment a woman tells you that she wants you to provide for her, she's now low value. Because no high value woman is just saying that all I want a man to do is put more money in my pocket. Because if you're already good, you've already established so much, you're going to want to help a man out as well. You're going to want to see a man get further. You're going to want to invest in him. And think about this entire time. She speaks nothing about what she's going to reciprocate, what she's going to feed into him, what comes with that. All that comes with that is some standard box you can get anywhere. I'm telling you right now, you can get this anywhere. There's a girl in the Midwest right now with the same box as her. So stop wasting your time with these low value women, man. It's trust fund baddies only.
All right, ready? On the side. All right, ready? You can say baby. Well, I don't know you were born man. No, she didn't.
See, that couldn't have been me. I would have picked that money up and threw it at the back of her goddamn head. And I don't care that it didn't reach. But she would have knew I threw it, because the wind from that money, she would have felt that. And y'all wonder why nobody likes to be nice to y'all. Because y'all just rude for no reason. It does not take much to say thank you. And then you try to be funny and give him some money like he a doorman. Girl, I bet your ass is single as hell.
And there was a segment, where a woman was talking about, basically, how are y'all doing anything for these men? Like, basically disobey them. And when I say disobey, I don't mean like you're my master. I just mean to say, don't cooperate. Y'all make it seem like these men that y'all decided to be in a relationship with are bums off of the street. And that's crazy to me, because modern women, to be looking the way that they look, these modern women aren't even cute. You're not even cute looking that way. Y'all expect, when y'all say, why did this man think that he could come and step to me looking like he looks? But then here you are online looking like you look. So I guess it's the same reason you feel like you can come online looking the way you look, talking the way you talk, and think that you can demand what a man do something. You're not cute. Your level of cuteness don't reach the level that you can do that you can say stuff like that.
I genuinely believe that every single woman deserves to receive $10,000 a month from her husband, from her boyfriend, whoever you're with, just for him to show his appreciation for you.
$10,000 a month for appreciation. Right.
And I think that is a standard that all men should be held to.
Of course they do. It's always those that seem to have excess money that are always very free with everyone else's. But it kind of makes a person wonder, what about those individuals that necessarily can't afford that $10,000 a month?
As a man, if you cannot hold yourself to that standard, then you should not be dating at all, honestly. I mean, you're just not financially ready to provide. You're not ready to be in the scene.
The scene. Indeed. And for those who haven't done the math yet, that comes to approximately 120,000 American dollars per year just to, in some cases, just date some of these women.
And even more importantly, you're just not ready to get married yet.
There is nothing classier, after all, than someone with a classist mentality. But gentlemen, here's a reminder. A woman that genuinely cares about you is going to want you to invest your money in something that is important, long-lasting, and for the future, not just to spend it on them.
You think that Offset deserves half of what Cardi got.
Right.
Or has. Why do you feel that way?
Because Cardi B won't really popping like that before she got with Offset.
I don't really think that's true. Bodak Yellow did almost $1 billion.
Right.
Yeah, and that was before Offset. Right. Offset didn't come around until around Motorsport.
Right.
So, if I'm not mistaken, Cardi B been up. Cardi B was an influencer before him.
Right.
She had Bodak Yellow before him.
Oh.
And yeah, that's my take on it.
So you're saying that Cardi B had Bodak Yellow, therefore she was already up before she got with Offset?
For sure. Bodak Yellow came out in 2017.
Okay. February 5th, 2017, correct?
Yeah.
No, it was June 16th, 2017. February 5th, Offset took Cardi B to the Super Bowl. But he wasn't in him. How the hell? Bodak Yellow before Offset. But Cardi B and Offset had songs together before Bodak Yellow. Ugly money. Let me give some dates too, because I looked them up as well. Cardi B featuring Offset. It's called Lit. It was teased in December 2016. What was Cardi B's net worth in 2016, certified? Don't worry about it. I'll tell you. $400,000. So by my count, when Offset came, she was just a thousandaire. And Offset came, now she's a millionaire. So if we're talking about assets and liability, Cardi B got $400,000 without Offset. Cardi B got $80 million with Offset. That puts Offset at about $79.5 million that he needs to split with her.
Okay.
All them dates is kicking your right now.
Oh, no.
I hope
okay.
you're prepared.
No,
in the case of was Offset in Cardi B's life before Bodak Yellow, you were wrong.
Okay, cool.
Is that a confirmation?
Sure.
Okay. Ugly money. You got business and nobody's tapping in. You got music that nobody's streaming or watching. I just did 9 million views on my page today, and I can put them same people on your business, your music, your product, your service. All you got to do is DM the word #promo and get on my page. Cheaper than TV, it's cheaper than radio, and it's way more effective. It's time for the world to see what you got going on. DM #promo. Please be payment ready. Don't waste my dang time. And it's probably cheaper than what you pay for weed and liquor every day. DM #promo, and let's go viral today.
Yeah, I got him in here cooking tonight after he worked 12 hours. See, this is what you need to do when you come home from work, just like I do every other night, okay? I know he's gonna say, well, you should be cooking every night because I pay the bills, but guess what? Guess what, buddy? That's not how it's gonna work around here. You're gonna put in some extra work when you get home.
Why don't you go in there while I'm doing this?
Because I need to make sure you're doing it correctly. What are you talking about? Don't try to push me out of my kitchen.
Yeah, well, you don't need to be up in my space while I'm cooking.
I'm not in your space. I'm just monitoring the situation. I'm making sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. And when you're done, you're going to clean all those dishes in that sink. Because they're not going to do themselves, and I sure ain't going to do them. Not after the day that I had staying home all day. I'm stressed out.
If you ever wondered what it would look like for a wife to completely hate her husband yet stay with him, this is it. With that being said, I think that the only path that this man has is to understand that there is no reversing or healing her resentment. It is too far gone, and the fact is that if he continues to just follow her demands, it's only going to get worse for him. So look, he's got two choices here. Either one, if he wants a relationship at some point, he needs to get out of this one first, so he needs to file the papers. The second choice he should take if he just wants as much peace as possible immediately, and that is to completely check out of the relationship. But let's not overlook the complete double standard here, because if that was a man speaking to his wife that way, the video would be gone, he would be put on blast, they would find out where he was working, where he lived, the cops would be called.
I am positive this woman is not alone. Y'all check this out.
When I was in college, I dated a very traditional Christian man who asked me at one point, how do you feel about after you graduated, we just immediately got married and you were a stay-at-home wife and you didn't have to work? I was honestly offended by that question because I was so passionate about this thing that I was getting a degree in that I was just so eager to enter the workforce and do this thing that I loved and get money for it. Fast forward to today, I've graduated, we broke up, I'm now working in the profession of the thing that I got a degree in, and I changed my mind. I changed my mind, I know. I don't want to do it anymore, I'm done.
That feminism struck again. I bet it's watching her video like, gotcha. And don't feel bad because like I said earlier, just like Michael Jackson,
You're not alone.
now I'm not sure if this creator is serious or if she's just being funny, but I am sure there are a bunch of women out there who feel the exact same way. They were told and sold that feminism was the way to go and women can do anything a man can do, and a lot of them are sitting at a desk or they're working some job that they can't stand. Some of them are working 2 or 3 jobs because let's just call it what it is, they were lied to. There is nothing wrong with the woman who just wants to work and do all that stuff, but feminism told every woman they should be like that, and that's just not the reality. A lot of women don't want to work like that. A lot of women would rather be home with the kids, taking care of that stuff. So I'm just going to chalk this one up to feminism, and unfortunately there are so many women who drink this Kool-Aid and they wish to God that they can go back 20, 30 years and do things differently. But unless you got a genie and a magic lamp, that ain't gonna happen. So good luck with that.
Would you be okay with your boyfriend going to a strip club?
No.
Why not? That's really controlling and insecure of you.
I just think it's just like half woman. I don't know. I just would feel uncomfortable with it. That's it. Like, what's the reason he's going there? Like, I don't, like most men.
He's got a bunch of frat boyfriends, and
I mean, I wouldn't compare,
I wouldn't compare
going to a strip club. Like, a lot of people have broken up with their boyfriends just for going to strip clubs. Like, even if they didn't engage in anything, it's just kind of like, why are you there?
I think it's far more likely that somebody cheats at a bar or club versus cheats at a strip club. Because the difference is, when you go to a bar or club, there's people who will you there. You go to a strip club, trust me, the strippers definitely don't like the male clientele. They think the male patrons are pathetic, they think they're lame, whatever. They're tricks, they're marks, it's just money. They'll give the men attention, but it's just, they're trying to get money out of these guys. They're not, there's a better chance, if I step into a club, there's a better chance of getting laid in the club than getting laid at the strip club.
You know, it's funny, because this segment with Emily King where this woman was all over his back, I really do, I'm thinking and I'm hoping that I'm thinking that I'm hoping that that's a skit. I'm hoping that's a skit. I'm looking at the ding dongs and the Pringles on the shelf there on the counter, and it's like, well, I cook every night. No, them kids probably not healthy. What you probably think of as a meal and dinner is probably, just some chips and a Capri Sun. You're not really feeding them kids. Them kids are starving. And they probably overweight. I'm telling you, a lot of modern women, they not good at being wives.
What's up? My name's Jew. You feel me? I'm 28 today. Indubitably. You feel me?
Okay.
You 32. Actually, matter of fact, let me be 30 because we got to keep that 2-year radius. You feel me?
No, don't lie about your age.
I'm 28.
Okay.
Today.
When's your birthday?
January 20th, 1998.
Capricorn?
Huh?
Where are you?
Aquarius.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have kids?
Oh, we got to wait till marriage. feel me?
Okay.
I can't be having little Jews running around. That's good genes.
What's your name?
Jew.
Jew?
Yeah.
What's your actual
Julian.
name?
I'm
Julian.
Puerto Rican. Yeah.
Julian.
Like, yeah. Nah, but I play basketball. Now I stream. But I used to hoop. You feel
So
me?
you stream for a living?
Yeah, now I do. Yeah. But why you keep? I make money. Listen, you ain't about to play me like, you feel me? I got other income too. You feel me?
What's
you
the
got
other income?
B&Bs, car rentals, shit
Start
like
with that. Usually start with businesses.
But why you worried about my money? You pocket watching.
Next.
Next? The fuck? Pocket watching. You wanna worry about my money? Get your own money.
What is this? Chad, please help me. Please help me, Chad.
It's funny how black women will sit and listen to other miserable black women when it comes to black men. Like, make it make sense. A woman who can't keep or obtain a real man, you know what I'm saying, or a top tier, high value man, whatever the y'all want to call it. A woman who can't even obtain that you're willing to take advice from, if she keeps getting left, clearly she's the problem. Every man does not act the same, but what I have realized is all you women act the same because y'all feel like y'all have nothing to change. And the fact that you don't believe in evolution of self, these men should with you. Black women are doing themselves a disservice within our own community. If you don't advocate for respect of black women and black men, then shut the up. However, we're not going to skip over the fact that black women are the most disrespectful of the blacks. And the reason that is because it's always been a part of the white man's plan. They want the black women to think every man is DL or closeted or not a real man because of whatever they believe in society or whatever they've been told within their misandry. And all this is showing me is that black women refuse to take their power back from the white man, you know what I'm saying? And then start to listen to our black men so we can understand. Stop listening with your feelings involved. Take your feelings out of and I guarantee you will hear the message. Stop deflecting and projecting and accept and understand. Oh, and don't forget to comprehend because y'all lack that. Learn how to use your critical thinking skills. If you have none, learn how to get some. Every skill that is a skill or a trait or characteristic is something that can be learned. Sometimes it's just not in you. But if you don't have the willpower to learn, and we have free will, you know what I'm saying? That's on you. Y'all be doing us a disservice by picking up y'all phone and literally projecting. That's all y'all do. Y'all come on here and project. Y'all don't come on here with no facts. Y'all come on here with feelings and don't nobody give a.
This one is for you ladies. And I say this with respect. But some of y'all need a reality check. Women love to claim they're emotionally mature. But when it comes to actually embodying emotional maturity, silence. Yes, emotional immaturity exists in men too. But the reason this is directed to you is because women are the ones constantly bragging about being emotionally mature. Men are not out here flexing emotional intelligence or posting about how healed they are. But some of y'all, if you're really going to claim emotional maturity, the bare minimum is to actually embody it. And let me say this very clearly. If your immediate reaction to any video that isn't bashing men, or even simply acknowledging that good men exist is to get defensive, bitter, or start hating on men, that's not emotional maturity. That's your trauma talking. It's not a flex to hate men. It doesn't make you empowered. It makes you reactive. Tell me, how's this emotional maturity? If you're out here bashing an entire gender, saying men are trash, but simultaneously demanding a healed, emotionally present partner, that's emotional projection. And listen, I'm not invalidating what you went through. Maybe you were hurt. Maybe you were betrayed. Your pain is real. But carrying bitterness and dumping it on every man you meet, that's your baggage to unpack. You don't get to preach emotional maturity and carry resentment in the same breath. You don't get to call bitterness high standards. That's double standards. And maybe, just maybe, you don't truly understand what emotional maturity looks like. Emotional maturity is knowing how your words and actions impact others. It's responding, not reacting. It's not operating from ego, trauma, or fear. And some of you think reading 5 self-help books, saving TikToks means you've done the work. No, it doesn't work like that. You want healthy relationship? Then work on the parts of you that sabotage connection. Stop demanding what you refuse to become. If you truly want an emotionally healthy partner, fix in yourself what you keep complaining about in others.
This is what happens when you go to a birthday dinner with a lot of low IQ people and the bill come.
So the bill's $516, so I'm gonna just take out what I got, and then y'all can just split the bill on your own.
Nah, but everybody's splitting the bill, so why are you taking out what you got? Respectfully, if you didn't have no money, you should have.
Respectfully, I'm not paying for your steak, and I'm not paying for your mac and cheese, I'm not paying for your mashed potatoes, I'm not paying for your 5,000 drinks.
Talk.
I mean, I know I paid the restaurant. I told Nas before that I was splitting my bill, and I'm not paying with y'all. Because I told you what it was. Go through the messages.
Nah, you should have just stayed home.
It doesn't matter. It is a birthday dinner.
When you go to someone's birthday dinner, you spend bread.
I'm sorry. Why y'all getting so loud? Why y'all getting so loud? Nas, get your people incorrect, because I'm not paying for their stuff. I'm not paying for their stuff. Respectfully. I got myself chicken wings and french fries.
Here until the bill is paid, because you're.
Oh, no. Y'all gotta stay here and split the bill.
So, not for nothing, I completely agree. And then I don't know if you heard in the video, but she said, yo, Nas, you get your people. So I'm going to a birthday dinner with some people I don't even know. Let's say if it was 7 people and the bill's $700 and I only had like $35, there's no way I'm covering everyone else's that had mad drinks. What if I drove myself there and I don't even drink? You bugging if you think I'm paying for other people. And the lowest IQ response is that, oh, if you broke, you should have just stood home. That's about the dumbest response ever, because obviously I got bread, because I don't want to pay or foot some of y'all bill. I'm broke. Yo, the responses to some of these people these days is, oh man, bro, it's something else. But I agree with her. I'm not paying for nobody. I know a lot of people that have been in this situation. Pay for your and then that's it. Happy birthday. If you know the birthday person, y'all could go out just y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'll treat you to this. I'll treat you to that. Ain't no way I gotta foot somebody being careless, ordering drinks, mad steak, leftovers, and they not doing. Nah, we good off that in 2025 and beyond.
Does anyone think women are more superficial?
We're much more materialistic. I think that's a fact, and there's no shame in saying that we are. I truly don't think we should try and say, no, we're not materialistic. No, we don't like nice things, because I just don't think that's true. We are gatherers, so we like to go around and get the stuff and everything like that. I think men, just like Brian was explaining, they're very, very, very simple creatures. I think when they're looking for someone to be a wife, they're just looking for someone who can take care of their kids and bear them healthily. So I think men are extremely simple in comparison to women. There's no shame at all of having like these standards as a woman, but also to say that we're not superficial or men are more superficial than us is just not true.
You know, Sensei Jay was reacting to a clip where the women were in the restaurant, and they were arguing with a young lady about, why didn't you just stay home? You come out to this expensive restaurant and you're not splitting the bill with us. Why you not? Oh, you should just stayed at the house. No, I came out here to celebrate. But this is what modern women do. The fact that it's more than one person arguing, it's 2 or 3 of them on the other side of that camera that's thinking the same way. That don't make any sense. That's how warped their brain is. They think, well, you know, we're going in this together. We're going to go to an expensive restaurant. I'm gonna do a little bit. She gonna do a little bit, and we're all gonna split it. Right now, one might get a little bit crazier than the other, but they're thinking it's all gonna come crashing down, because essentially what they're doing, it's all gonna come crashing down. Essentially what they're doing is saying, well, you know, this time I'm gonna cover the bill, right? You know, I'm gonna get what I get. We all gonna split it. Somebody's gonna go a little bit crazy, but you know, we're gonna pull our resources together and we're gonna pay it. They went crazy this time. I'm gonna go crazy next time. Problem is, everybody thinking that everybody's going crazy, and so the next time when they go out, everybody goes crazy, except the one person that's like, I don't have any money to go crazy. And that one person is usually responsible. And that's how you got her arguing back and forth with them. They the ones that always go crazy. Oh, well, you know, I'm expecting everybody. No, I knew y'all was going to get in here and act the fool. That's why I paid close attention to what I was ordering. And then I took my bill, because I already knew we was going to get to this point to where you thought, well, They just won't cover me this time because I covered them last time. You didn't cover anybody last time. You covered yourself because you bought all of that expensive stuff. I didn't. This is the bad behavior, or an example of the bad behavior of modern women.
And one more thing on this topic of how dangerous it is for women to be pretty. We get humbled by men who are, I don't know if jealous is the right word, but they resent the power of our beauty. They resent that we can create new life, and that we trigger arousal, we captivate attention with our beauty from not just men but women too, and there's power in that ability to capture attention with beauty, and they resent that they don't have that, and they need to humble us. So in order for them to feel good about themselves, they have to humble us. So it's not just a matter of like, oh, if we shine too bright we'll get or whatever. It's if we shine too bright, someone's gonna put us in our place because they resent the fact that we outshone them. You know what I mean? You know this is true.
Yes, I do think that I am very beautiful. I do think that I am very attractive. Now what? Are you gonna type a comment basically trying to humble me? Basically trying to be like, oh, you're not all that. Oh, I don't think you're pretty. Oh, I don't think you're this, that. You're cocky. You're this, you're that. Y'all love confident women until confident women actually get on here and deem themselves beautiful and attractive. Y'all notice that, right? Y'all are always like, oh, well, I want people to be confident. Oh, I want people to be this, this, and that. And then once somebody is, now all of a sudden they're doing too much. Now all of a sudden they're arrogant. Now all of a sudden they're cocky. Y'all see this? Y'all see how hard you guys ride for trying to humble a woman for coming on here, calling herself beautiful? That is psychotic. That is truly psychotic. If you truly come on here and see a video of a woman uplifting herself and your first reaction is to immediately put a hate comment, to drive her to delete her account, I fear that you are insane. Truly, I fear that you are either extremely insecure or you are just insane. Because why do you care that much? Oh, right, it's because you think you're ugly as f***. That's why. That's why. You know why? You know why I don't get personally offended whenever I see a woman uplifting herself and calling herself the baddest ever? Because I also know that I'm the baddest ever. Why would I have to compete? The only person I'm competing with is myself, babe. Y'all should try that.
Listen, I don't like coming on the internet and saying pretty girl because people can get rude and be like, you're not pretty. But anyways, pretty girl issues. Number one, let me tell you something, an issue that we face as pretty girls, yeah? Men think that we're constantly talking to men. And it's so annoying because it's like, they don't trust us. Automatically, we are not trusted because they think that we're automatically got a whole line of men that's like running for us, or our DMs are so full that, you know, there's no way we could be taking them seriously. Baby, the pretty girls are the ones you need to go for because pretty girls are the most loneliest women ever. Think about it. So many men trying to get in contact with us, okay? But none of them are of quality. If you know you're of quality and you're a good man, approach a pretty girl. I'm telling you, you can probably get her. Because she's probably tired though. She's probably really tired because she's experienced a load of men just like her for her looks and not because of her personality. The one thing about me, I always look out for this. A lot of men like to do this thing where they constantly call me pretty and say that I'm good looking or I'm sexy or my body is all of this stuff. I'm not looking for that. I need a man of substance. I need a man that can hold a conversation with me without having to say, you're beautiful consistently. Thank you for admiring my beauty. It's nice. But that's not all I have to offer. I have brains up here. I'm educated. Highly. Okay? I've got things going on for myself. You know, I do things. Get to know me. I'm very intelligent. Us women in general, not just pretty girls, we're all intelligent. We have brains. Okay, not all of us, but some of us. We do what we need to do to get by, but we are brainy women. So it's like, stop telling us how pretty we are and how, you know, how gorgeous we look. We want to know that you really, really like us. We have substance. Please.
Pretty privilege is also pretty punishment. A lot of people don't realize that when you are somebody that is not only physically attractive, but your aura is extremely magnetic. You move with kindness, you move with love, you have an amazing personality. People will literally try to knock you down, try to belittle you because they themselves are so insecure with who they are that they want you to feel exactly what they feel. And don't get me wrong, pretty privilege gets you opportunities. It gets you into doors that you wouldn't get if you didn't have that. However, with that also comes pretty punishment. Like, what is the point of hating on somebody because they are truly beautiful inside and out? Wouldn't that encourage you to take better care of yourself, to show up for yourself, to do better for yourself instead of being envious and jealous of that person? I'll just never understand that.
When I tell you that I have zero interest in dating ever again, I mean that. Like, there is not a single thought in the back of my mind that thinks, oh, maybe one day or what if. Like, I've dated enough men on the spectrum of good guy to doesn't give a shit to know that they have nothing I want or need. And it's at the point where I can't even imagine myself on a date with a man because the thought of asking him how his day was makes me cringe. Like, number one, I don't care. And number two, if you tell me it was bad, I'm going to assume you deserved it. Like, that's where my head's at. And I know people think I'm projecting when I talk about how happy I am to be single and free, but as long as there are women and girls who are forced into marriages or who feel like they can't leave for financial reasons or their own safety, I feel like being single as a woman is the ultimate privilege. I just don't know what a man could provide me at this point. Like, companionship, like I have my dog and my friends. Intimacy, like are they even good at that? If you've never been in a long-term relationship before, you might not realize how fast that fades. Who's gonna take care of you when you're older? I am so focused on eating healthy, rarely drinking, lifting weights that hopefully I can take care of myself for as long as possible. But beyond that, I invest in my friendships where we look out for each other. And how many men do you know who are excellent caregivers, especially to older women? I actually have so few problems now that I don't date. Like, I'm way less anxious. I spend less on therapy. My pH is balanced. The thing is, being with a man will always include some sort of compromise. And if that's what you want, power to you. For me, I never want to compromise again. And I don't have to when I'm on my own.
I hate women that say, as you should.
As you should.
I think there's like a, I don't know, I think there's like a sense of entitlement there. Like, if I like pull out the chair or whatever, or like pay for dinner, like, I know I should be doing that, but like, to address it, it's like kind of like, and everyone in the comments is like, that's the bare minimum. I'm like, yeah, you're a cornball. I'm definitely not that.
He's 100% on point. He is. Who the wants to do something so kind for somebody that's expecting you to do it? No one. I want women to understand that this is literally the same as you getting in the kitchen, cooking up a really nice meal for your man, and then he just comes to you and he's like, as you should. Yeah, this is bare minimum. You should be cooking me meals. You're not gonna like that very much, are you? You're gonna just refrain from doing it. You're just gonna be like, yeah, f this. You don't appreciate me. You cooked him a meal because you wanted to cook it for him. But now you don't, because he expects this out of you. It's the same. It really is.
Modern women have this thing to where they think too much of themselves. And they think too highly of themselves. I do agree. One of the ladies was talking about we can't shine too bright or the men are going to get jealous. No, that's not it. Y'all think that everybody's concerned about y'all. Y'all think that everybody is worried about y'all. Y'all think that y'all have ops that don't even exist. As a matter of fact, some of these modern women create their own ops. They create their own drama and they create their own problems. And when they find out that somebody has a problem with them, then all of a sudden they are shocked, stunned, and confused. Why would anybody hate me? Why would anybody not like me? What did I do? Well, you're a problem. You're chaotic. Well, I'm just a beautiful soul. I'm a beautiful person inside and out. My body is tea. Why would anybody ever hate me? Bars. Because you're not that cute inside and out. You might be cute on the outside, but you have a terrible attitude. And people know when you come around, there's going to be issues. There's going to be drama. Well, they hate me because I'm shining too bright. No, you're shining too stupidly. You're shining like an idiot. Go sit the heck down.